Western Spring Television. Ours it is.
A beautiful time with the crew today again on this great show, Jokes Aside. I welcome you specially, Western Spring Television, channel 190 Star Times. This show comes up every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Good evening to you. Today I still have the ladies. I don't know where my guys are. I don't know.
They've not recovered from the defeat.
You know, I don't know where these guys are. Why are they doing this to me?
We trashed them out, so they are yet to recover.
Who trashed them?
You know, I don't know how to take the survive, but it
has to be here. It's a constant case, so it's got nowhere to go to.
Meaning?
Exactly.
In meaning, say, if you remove your clothes, you know how I talked the last time. Say, if you remove your clothes, waiting you day, you know. What a day on that way you say they poof together, say no, I have to move, I have to go, I have to be here. Those other guys no fit.
Well, welcome to the show today. How are you guys doing?
We're good, we're great.
Okay.
Fabulous as always.
I like your glasses.
Thank you. Let it end there. Make it end there, big.
No,
Thank you for the compliments. Well noted. Move on to
beautiful.
The next thing. Noted.
The combination with the
Thank you.
Gown.
The hair.
Ginger.
Ginger.
When will you guys learn your colors? Ginger.
Ginger.
Ginger. Okay. Somebody has told me that no, it's turmeric.
Exactly. I wanted to say this looks like turmeric.
No, actually, it's a shade of ginger.
But for me,
ginger is lighter. This is like
garlic.
Different shades.
It looks like garlic.
I like your trouser too. What's it giving? Like
you mean
give them.
You know they call akposaka. But back in those days, those are akposaka.
Shaka bag.
Exactly. Akposaka.
Now you wear.
No, I said look like I'm look at all those.
All right, great one,
what was
great
the inspiration
idea.
Behind
you know,
this? Like,
I love.
Did you get confused? You wanted to wear skirts, you wanted to wear trousers. You didn't know what to do, so you just stopped in the middle.
This is what they call skirt
You're
trouser.
still trying to find your sexuality or something. You're not sure.
I'm straight. This is babe.
Everyone is straighter than straight.
I am straight. if you curse me with any spirit or you possess me with any spirit, not the spirit of gayism, zero.
I mean,
you know what?
You can't be
with all the things where God creates. Do you know what you're talking about here?
Person know they know say Ingo like something until try.
Yeah.
So
okay, but me, I don't know. Before I try, I'm a lover of nature. I love God's creation. You know, seeing things. You know, and as an Arsenal fan, you know, and also a Barcelona fan, then I love
Chelsea.
You know, Chelsea. So there's no way. No matter. One man when he touch me, I know them. What are you saying now? I beg you, no go there. I straight finish.
Straighter than straight.
I know they use this play. Well, you're welcome on the show.
Thank you.
Great one. King Eve, how are you doing today? You're all pass you.
I'm fine, I'm okay. I'm here. We're pushing through. We're moving on. We're forging ahead and still being alive.
As always.
Okay.
Never to be caught dead.
You just
exactly.
You just want to make her talk.
You know how many people don't
but
die.
I won't say a word.
But still they breathe. You know how many people don't die when Nigeria don't key, but they still they breathe.
Yeah. Nigeria and I keep them.
Deep.
But how Nigeria fit dey keep person?
When person get money for bank, you know if spend down. You know, I saw a video where they put a cock down and maize inside a bottle. And the cock was doing tip. It could not get access. They said Nigerians and their money because that's what it is now.
That's exactly who I am right now. Exactly, I'm the cock in that situation right now.
Why are you always?
I don't know why it's always it affects me more than anyone I know. Literally, it's crazy. Yesterday I had to go around begging for money to go home.
I mean,
that was like the lowest of the low. Today now how I'm going to go, I still don't know.
You still beg.
You know, the God that did it this afternoon will do it again.
Amen.
I so much believe in the fact that you have money, but you have some things you can do, but you don't just want to explore those means.
No, be say money, no be account.
No cash. No amount of the money. Now. You have stuff.
Oh, I get where you agree. Please, I don't engage in such, please.
Yeah. Please make it clear for those of us that are in the dark right now.
We don't.
What I'm trying to say is, she's like Merlin. She has powers, but she don't want to explore them.
Like
she doesn't want to do
I mean, I had one bank manager in my hand now. I'll just make some calls.
You don't need
people. Deliver to me.
What I mean is, you have numbers you can call that they'll come and pick you. They'll gladly do this. Pick you and drop you and take you every day. But you just want to
independent lady, you know. I'll do my thing myself.
You said?
No.
All right. Thank you so much. My name is MC Too Much. Today we'll be talking about a very interesting one. We'll go on this short break. When we come back, the topic of the day will be dropped, and the ladies are ready to discuss this issue as it concerns them and also we, the men. It is Jokes Aside. It's just, and that's all.
That's all you think.
And some persons, they don't need more. Just being around you, they're okay.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes when you don't really like somebody, you just can't. I get irritated easily if I don't like someone. So even you do me a favor, I can't stand it.
Which kind of man
That's the thing.
Well, you're welcome back to the show, Jokes Aside. Before we went on break, we introduced ourselves, and I told you that today's topic is going to be very interesting, as we'll be talking about choosing a life partner, choosing a partner if the family mattered, if the decision or the opinion of a family will influence our decision in choosing a life or in choosing a partner. Does family matter? That's what we're talking about today. We've heard of stories in time past where the most family make decisions for their children. Before you even meet the woman, they already done the talking for the man. So he would just come and just, they'll send the woman to him with her load and all of that. Then for the women, they must have been betrothed to somebody even at childbirth or at a very tender age, and they have made the decision. They've made the decision for you already. So it's a very interesting one, but many people find it awful that the family will have to decide who they should be with. Now, Chocolate Cassie.
Yeah. Why you start today, love?
The way where she didn't wait, made the thing drop. Now, choosing a partner. your family members, the opinion they have about that particular person you are looking at,
Yeah.
is not really something that is palatable, and they are talking to you about it. And this is a guy that you've been with. Some people cannot afford to start another relationship because of how long they've gone. But don't forget that a broken relationship
It's much
is
better than a broken marriage.
What will you do?
It depends on what their issue is with a particular guy. If it's something that is spiritual, that happens too. My parents have very spiritual eyes, and it's possible that they might be seeing something that I'm not seeing, or maybe I've been seeing the signs of, and they can even see it in a much deeper level. So if it's all of that, maybe they are seeing some certain things, this, that, and I can tell that, okay, oh, this thing, not like just superstitious things, maybe they are just trying to project what they feel like is biblical, whatever. Like if it's truly something spiritual that they feel like, oh, this is going to be a very, very big problem, I could listen to them. But if it's just, I don't like the fact that he's Yoruba or he's from a certain, because even within Igbo states, some parents will tell you, you're from
Don't go
Anambra,
there,
don't marry someone from Imo. I've heard that. So like if it's just you're having issues with a particular tribe, a particular state, those ones are superficial. I really wouldn't listen to my parents because of that.
But you mentioned the issue of spirituality. Now, do you know some people hide under that just to
there's that
stop
too.
their word from going
that.
into
there is
relationship
that.
with?
Now,
who
I
they
have
don't
actually experienced something like that. I've had in my whole life. I've had just one very, 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 very serious relationship. Like very serious, as by it was already leading towards marriage, kinda.
That in your whole
Okay,
life.
I'm not.
That
You need to
is
think about the fact that I'm not that old. So like, oh my life.
No, wait. A serious relationship,
Yes, just one.
that
The
you were
rest were just-
projecting
Yeah,
marriage.
exactly. The rest were just casual.
Even in my life, it wasn't much. Let's go.
The rest were like real casual. So I was already like seeing red flags basically, but you know, I kept on trying to find a way to patch it. I was still trying to like cover and, you know, trying to see the good in him. He had good sides too, but then the flaws were becoming so bad. This dude didn't want me to be going to church. He didn't want me to bring up.
Why?
Because he had issues with pastors. He lost his mom to cancer, and the reason why it got to stage 3 was that she went to a pastor, and the pastor told her, I still have you to go to the hospital, stay in the church for 2 weeks, do prayer and fasting, I'll be giving you anointing, and it will get better. But she didn't get better.
So
She
it
died.
affected
So
his
he became very angry and had serious hatred towards pastors.
So he told you not to go to church.
So he did not like any. When he met me, he already knew me. I was a very I like going to church. I was brought up in a very churchy environment. We go to church every Sunday. We do morning devotion. We read the Bible and all of that. But he didn't want me to do that. He didn't want me to if we were to ever have kids.
So which
I won't
religion in the practice?
None. None.
A free thinker.
A free thinker for him. He did not want me to bring my children up in the way of the Lord, like teaching them biblical stories or doing devotion. He didn't want that. So and there were so many other red flags that I was seeing that was not really making sense. But I was still trying to see.
No, it's not even red flag. It's blood flag.
I was still trying to see if, okay, let's see if I could talk him out of it, because at a point.
But don't you think he has a point to some extent? Just that he took it to the extreme.
Yes.
Such a person need
counseling,
somebody to revive his soul. He was broken because of what happened to his mom.
Exactly. He needed healing. So I was still trying to see if, okay, I could find a way around it. So at a point in time, we came to a compromise. He would let me do my thing, but him is not a churchy person. But you know, there were still some other, the guy has, I don't know, he has serious issues, like for real, family issue, background issue, from how he was raised issue, it was plenty. So when my parents now came to me and said, oh, they had seen some certain things about him from the future and all of that, it was very easy to believe them. I could tell that, okay, they were not just saying it because they like the guy too. So I could tell.
Is he married now?
No, he's not. So I could see that, okay, there was an issue. So they were also telling me that they were also saying, and those issues they were telling me they were seeing, I had not even told them about it too. He had a child, a 12-year-old son, and they found out through revelation. I had never told them about it.
You knew?
I knew. I didn't even want to tell them. Because I felt like it would be an issue for them.
Go with him, even with the child.
Yes, of course, it's not a big deal. But then they also saw that, so, and they were like, okay, this dude has a son, this, that. They were telling me so many things that they found out about him, and I was like, okay, fine, this is making sense. But the reason why I did not marry was not even just because of what they said. I had to, on my own, agree that if I enter this marriage, it was going to be bondage for the rest of my life. So on that aspect, on that spiritual aspect, like if they are telling you, you definitely see signs, or you go to your own God in prayer too. Everybody has a relationship with God. God is open to everybody, so you could go to God in prayer and say, God, give me a sign. Is this person the right one or not? But if it's just based on Onyeabo from Imo, he's from Imo State, and you're from Anambra, we don't like Imo people, I'm not listening to them.
Okay, still on this particular issue of parent talking about the person you want to get married to. If you agree with me, some people still have this issue of this particular tribe, just as she mentioned, tribalism now.
Yeah.
Don't go there, because from what we heard, from what we've seen, that tribe, they know they succeed, or stuff still happen, and you are really in love with that particular person. Will you want to defy what your parents are saying and say that is, they can still be good people in that particular area, no matter how bad they are?
Yeah, but I feel I would also do some research, because it is not enough that you think your parents do not have a say in your relationship because you're an adult. I tell people that being a parent is not just about them giving birth to you and you know, making a lineage continue. No. If they had a say in the hospital they think is best fit for you to be delivered in, if they had a say in your school, the choice of your school you went to while you were in primary, secondary, and university, I feel they, in a way, still have a say in who you choose as your life partner. Now, it is when they try to lord it over you and make it seem like you do not have a say, because you are no longer a child you were before, you are now an adult. Do you understand? So you also have, like, say 70% rights to choose who you want to be involved with, and while they have 30%, I'm trying to put it percentage wise right now. Do you understand? So if they are telling you, oh, in this particular family something is off about them, they don't succeed, or there's a particular ailment, you know, back then in the days, they do this investigation themselves. They try to look, oh, is madness in their lineage, is this thing, do you understand? They try to do this investigation for you, not really from a position of hate. You know, some people say it's demonic for you to try to segregate or try to make another tribe feel inferior. Do you understand? Sometimes it's not from a position of hate. It can come in place because of interaction between both families. If we have not before now been good interacting, I don't see how that will come to play, because two people are in love and they come together, they want to become married. Do you understand? You know, I really don't want to bring up this issue now, but I think let me just do it. You know, the whole tribal narrative we are seeing going on in the country at present, you know, and there was a night I just went on Twitter and I saw some tweets. I saw people, you know, talking about their experiences, and I saw a woman who was actually married to another tribe. You know, she's Igbo. She's married to a Yoruba man, and she said she didn't know when she, you know, she had gotten to that point where she was pushed, and she just said something negative to her husband, and she just started crying. That why are your people against my people? What have we done to deserve this and all of that? And she just started crying. And because of that, she, you know, held malice with him for like some days, because she could not come to that point that you guys, why are you doing this to us? And I reason it in the sense that our fathers and our mothers that tell us, see, you can't marry this person because he's from this, he's from that. They too must have gone through some experiences, some bad experiences that we did not go through, we did not experience.
But some of them might not even go been through anything, but
just
due to stories or what they read or something, so they don't want their children to actually experience some of these things, which may be false. Yes.
And that's why I said you've got to do your own investigations too. Do you understand? You don't allow love to cloud your judgment rather, and you say, oh, I don't believe, nothing is happening, I love him and that's all that matters. You love him, that's not all that matters, because once he gets into marriage, it's not only love that will sustain that marriage. Do you get? So you've got to do your own investigation, know if truly you can cope with this person when all those other matters start to rise up in the marriage.
Yeah, and then not just him alone, his family members too, because you're getting married to not just him, but his family members.
We'll come back, we'll come to that particular point, how the family of the supposed partner, if they can also influence your decision. Yes, it happens. But let's look at this tribalism. I really don't like talking about it.
Yeah.
Because it's something that has been and is still on. Tribal racism, tribalism, nepotism, even with the one that happened at South Africa, the xenophobia, all of these, they're in the same family. It's just level by level.
Yes.
If we are saying that because this person is from this tribe, I married an able lady, and I know how much it took me to convince my dad. Also, I thought it was just me alone. Even my wife did a lot too to convince
Her people,
especially her mom. Not that she doesn't like me, but like, you know, my dad made a statement. Okay, if you are from the same tribe, you can easily, if there's a secret, you can say it in your language, you know. And if there's a problem, we can actually know the fact. We already know ourselves in the village. You can just go and. But I reason above that. No matter the problem, we can always pull through it. Even this same tribe you are talking about, issues still arise.
Yeah.
true.
My dad would tell me when I was growing up, tell me, that particular tribe, I will not allow you. Don't just think of it. Don't go there, because the women don't stay at home. Do you get what they've seen, what they've heard? Now, consciously and unconsciously, that thing enter my body where we say, ladies from that tribe, though they don't pass my way, just maybe one or two. Not because I don't see them, but it not just flow.
Yeah. It's the energy coming from you.
It's just the way it is.
I feel it's the energy.
Maybe the subconscious.
Yes, it's the energy.
You know, just come. Now only one or two just pass. And just pass. You know, life now be like Johnny. So people pass. So
It's your pass, guys. It'd be like, is it what kind of pass? Like
that they pass now.
Pass. So like
you pass and you pass through them.
What's the meaning of pass? Why you clap hand?
They pass and you pass through them. You know,
like,
there's always a connection.
No, pass, like normally life is a journey now. Like the inside bus. Some people they come down, some people they go, some people they come down. Why some people stay with you? Yeah, so the issue of tribalism is very, very strong when we talk about decision making. How family, first thing they ask you, where is this person from?
Yes.
And when this person is from a particular place where they don't like, they instantly or maybe later, or the parent will call the child in. Alpha, are you serious about what you're saying? Are you really serious about this? So it takes you to convince them.
Yeah.
But sometimes, do you know that what they were saying, if you're not careful, if your decision wasn't right, let me use that language, you may end up being in that position of I die alone.
Yeah.
So it's a very tough one. Now let's look at that. His family or our family. How do they influence your decision? Some people will tell you, you are marrying me, not my family. Some people say, no, you are marrying the family, not me.
See, I even prefer, it's just that I pray for both of them to be good. But I prefer when you have a man that has a good family and he's not really that good.
But you are going to stay with him.
see, when the battles start,
Honestly speaking.
you will wish you
Honestly
had
speaking.
chosen a man that had a good family. I know people
Honestly
say,
speaking.
I'm marrying him, I'm not his family. But see, see, even though we
The
are
way
not
they talk-
married,
the
no, the
passion
thing is that
of-
even though we are not married, we also grew up from families,
Okay.
and we've seen what our mothers have gone through.
From
We've seen-
mother-in-laws,
We've seen what our fathers
sister-in-laws.
have gone through in the other. Do you understand what I'm saying? So there is not. That's why sometimes some of us today we do not relate with families,
Uncles and
our uncles and
aunties.
aunts. Why? Have you sat down to ask yourself why? But if you have a family where those people, they love you, they like you, you know, they are good family, you can, you know, relate with them, you can talk with them and all of that. You have issues with your husband, you have one person in his family you can talk to. You don't know what gold you have struck, or
Honestly.
really.
That's if the family is good. You're talking about the family being good people.
Yes.
But what if one or two of them are not? They are not just keen in.
It depends on the position that they hold. If it's the mom and the dad that is the one or two, it's a big problem. Oh. If your husband's parents don't accept you,
But
honestly, it's
what
a
happened
big
to
issue.
your husband standing for
It's
you?
a big issue because for how long will he stand up for you? It will be just difficult for you to have peace. And you know how women can be when they mean you, the way they'll come for you emotionally.
Or when life happens, and probably nobody is praying to lose their husbands at a young age.
Exactly.
But when life happens to you, and probably the man goes, you have the family
You'll
to
be
deal
miserable.
with.
You'll be miserable.
This you said, when I'm preparing for my wedding, my mother-in-law wasn't in. She was just there. I think it was later
He came around.
when she now accepted me fully. I saw it. But when I be saying now, the papa, me and the papa were aligned, paddy of life. We be paddy. We can gist for 6 hours. Baba go dey give you line, history and all of that. But my leg will just say go like what did they play? But when she come key in, you will see it, the way she will carry everything on herself to fix this.
Exactly.
But if two of us matter in this particular decision we are going to make,
Yes.
is there no place for we making the family like us? Is there no way you as a woman, because I don't want to talk about mother-in-law, daughter-in-law, wahala. It's a big problem.
Yeah.
Some people pray that their mother-in-law,
Should
the
marry before they
guy
marry.
must not have mother-in-law. Don't forget you yourself.
Yeah, you'll be mother-in-laws.
Exactly.
Now, if you are in that position where the family doesn't like you, and this guy, you love this guy, what are you supposed to do? Will you say because the family doesn't like you, you let the relationship go? What if that guy is the guy and you are in his life to change things? You are in that family to turn things
Now, so
around.
to break the-
But because of the challenges you cannot
chains,
face.
break the yoke.
Because you cannot face challenges, the war, family war.
Well, me, I'm not a believer of there is one person for one person.
Exactly, me too.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Exactly. There's no
I
one
don't
person
believe if
for
you
one
miss
person.
one person,
You don't
can
believe there's a
never,
Joseph
ever-
for you as a
There'll
Mary?
always be
No,
another
not Joseph
Joseph.
Atewe,
always
not
be
Joseph
another
Atewe.
Joseph.
I mean,
No.
Joseph for your Mary.
There will always be another Joseph.
Exactly.
Are you
That's
sure?
just what I think.
Exactly.
Are you sure?
Because I even felt if Joseph, let's go back to the Bible, I even felt if Joseph had rejected Mary because she was
person would
another
have
Joseph,
come up.
another
God
person
would
would
have
have.
used someone else.
Do you understand? So I don't believe in if you miss this guy, you can never ever have any other guy
And
again.
So you are saying that you don't believe some people they'll miss their life.
I don't believe in
partner.
having just one soulmate in your lifetime. I don't believe in that. You could have more than one soulmate.
Exactly.
It's very possible. It's very possible.
So, like a second chance.
Yes, third, fourth.
There
fifth,
is
it's
always.
possible.
If not, so it be waiting on the sub.
It's just not easy, but it is possible because to find someone that you connect
If
to
you
100%.
claim that husbands, because men for everywhere, but husband I know two men.
Yeah.
If you claim that you can always get a man, that good one, what is happening out there? Why are we seeing broken
We are also
marriages
seeing
and
people who have left marriages that are broken or marriages that have issues to enter another one that went well, right? There's also seen people who decided, oh, I'm not going to marry this man, and still find somebody else that's the perfect man for them. So it just works both ways. It's not about luck, fate, I don't know, just you finding the right person at the right time. Not everybody is going to see the best man as soon as they want. Sometimes it's just good things take time, like they say. So
all right,
to answer your question about whether family,
let's go on this
matters.
short break.
Okay, all right.
When we come back, it is still jokes aside.
Born 16th September 1923, named Harry Lee Kuan and known as Lee Kuan Yew, he was often addressed by his initials of LKY. Lee Kuan Yew was a barrister and the first Prime Minister of Singapore between 1959 and 1990. Educated at Raffles Institution from 1936 to 1940 and the Fitzwilliam House between 1947 and 1949, Lee Kuan Yew established a highly effective and anti-corrupt governance system that midwifed the transformation of Singapore into a high net worth income economy within a generation. He never hid his exception to Western mode democratic ideal, which he believed had not assisted developing nations to attain good government. Before his death on 23rd March 2015, the People's Action Party, which he founded, had used his political influence to establish the United World College of Southeast Asia to expand his economic ideas among countries that constitute the Asian Tiger. Western Spring Television identifies Lee Kuan Yew as a major character in history.
Welcome back. It's still jokes aside. Chikasi, Chocolate Cassie, and King Eve, they've been doing great job here. We are talking about choosing a partner, how the decision of your family may affect it positively or negatively. Chikasi,
Yeah,
you were talking about
the family members.
the family members.
So I was saying, if it's family members who are, you know, unproblematic, who really don't care, like they don't like you, but at the same time they really couldn't be bothered, they just keep to themselves, you might not really feel the heat. Like you can tell that they don't like you, but it's not bringing problem to your life. Like it's not scattering the peace in your environment.
You maintain your lane.
Exactly. Everybody just did their own day like that. Even if you put at a family gathering, everybody just did their side. You get, so like there's hatred, but it's not shooting, it's not sparking. People outside might not even really be able to notice. But like if it's problematic family, people that they have were in their, because there are some families that you just, they are loud, they are lousy.
Yeah.
Once they don't like you, you can tell any small thing they want to fight, break bottle. Especially when it's now an only son you're getting married to. An only son that is wealthy that you're getting married to.
No, what do you expect? The only son and you coming into the family,
and they don't like you.
If that only son can't be first son, you know, say in a way you don't be like queen. So they want in their own terms, they want the best for their brother. They want a woman that they can, you know, stay with and play with. And we ourselves, we know they consider some kind of, some of us, we are very rigid. Some women, we love our space. You know, some family, the way they operate, they do this communal way of life where, you know, you go to grandpa's house, everybody is there, and you can't come as a woman, you enter that family and person love our space. when your husband, brother, they call his sister or family members, you are this. Please, oh dear, you're not supposed to pepper 1 week, oh. You're not supposed to pepper 5 days, oh.
What I would say is that I feel people should not pretend, because what we see around these days is women pretending so that the husband's family will love them. And I always tell people that you don't have to pretend. You know, just be yourself, because if you not pretend, you can't get married. You can't they show them your own true self. That's when you people will not have friction, because they're like, this is not the behavior she was showing us before she came, when she was cutting our brother now. Do you understand? So you have to be yourself. At the same time, don't be disrespectful. There are women that love their space, and I think the man in question, you already know your woman, you already know what her behavior is like, so you can be able to actually stand in for her while your sisters or aunts are saying some stuff about her.
This issue of, you know this person already, don't you believe in change, or in a way trying to bend? If we are dating, for example, you tell me, I don't like guys that drink, for example, and I drink. Because of you, I can't stop to the drink. You now, you like probably going out, and this guy tells you, I don't like you hanging out like that. You can't say, that's me. You have to.
And that's wrong.
That's wrong.
There's a place of compromise in a relationship.
Not in all situations you want to say, this is me.
No.
Now, so I be. If you cannot deal with me like this, forget it.
That's wrong.
There are some people like that. I don't know how to talk. Now, so they train me. I don't know how to talk. And you think it's something
That's
good.
right. You should always consider your partner's happiness. But at the same time, you shouldn't say because you want to make your partner happy, you make yourself unhappy.
True,
so there's always a balance in between. You just meeting in the middle at the end of it all. That's the most important thing.
A situation where your family is pushing somebody to you, because we are talking about choosing a partner.
Does family matter?
If they matter. Now they are push. You push to them, they reject. Now they're pushing to you now. Knowing fully well that if you reject this person, especially if you are from a strict family, the family that are strict, your dad, if he says, babe, now it be like soldier. Daughter, this is what you are doing. And I say, Dad, I cannot do it. Then I disfard. Sorry, I disown you. Sorry, I disfard this daughter. You know, and you need to make your decision. Your family love this guy. Won't you, because of that love that your family have for that guy?
Okay, let me...
And say, my family have embraced this guy.
Yes.
I think it's something great.
You know, this is where they say love grows. This is where it happens.
Kingi will not kill me. Kingi will not kill me.
Forever and ever marriage.
Love grows.
No.
And I
wait.
No.
I sense selfishness here now.
No, it's not selfishness.
Wait. No, not you. Calm down. Love grows because your family like them.
Yes.
But they cannot grow to love the one you like.
I don't understand that.
Like if
they love this particular person.
And
so
expect
they
you
believe
to love
you
him.
grow in love. Now you brought somebody home. They don't like the person, so they cannot grow to also like this
because
person.
you are one person, they are many. Do you understand? Even if daddy grows to love this person, will mommy also grow to love this person? Will your sister grow to love this person? But this is only you, one person. So you can grow to love that person. What I'm saying
good.
This is...
Now, let's talk about that growing in love.
Too much.
I'm interested.
I'm saying this is, back in the days, you know, we have, as a generation, thrown the baby and the bathwater away. You know, because we feel we're a new generation, we're digital, we are Gen Zs, we are millennials and all of that. And we feel what they used to do back then does not matter. Now, back then, there are people that do not even see the wife they want to, marry. They'll just bring them from village.
Which wasn't fair.
It wasn't fair, but
many of them live.
They didn't have a choice.
Some of us,
they didn't have a
some
choice.
People,
we
some
have a choice
children,
now.
Wait, some people came into existence as a result of that union.
That union, yeah.
So when you say you are not fair, like I don't understand.
Didn't have
You're a
the
product
choice
of
to choose.
an unfair relationship.
Now we're like in the enlightened century, okay? So we can actually say, and nobody even does the whole.
See,
whole,
everything was the same people that
arrangements of
say,
marriage again.
I love this person, they can't choose for me. Those same relationship will not last. They will cut for 5 years and do 1 year relationship, 1 year marriage.
And the ones that were
I'm
arranged.
just saying that
So
it doesn't
wait.
Or they are just there enduring
Cassie.
for the rest
you
of their
can grow
life.
to love this person.
How many of them are truly happy, or they are just there because their father and their mother said
It's
they
because
should be in
they've
their
closed
marriage?
their minds, that they have a closed mind that
They
this
don't,
person,
yeah,
I cannot go to this
really
I don't like him. I can never
I mean,
like
we've seen,
him.
I just can't.
we've seen enemies turn into the best
That
of
one
friends.
is different. It's
So
not
why
like they put
can't
them
it
inside.
be?
That is different.
You can't groom
different.
this
Honestly, it's
relationship.
different. It's different when you're telling me, okay, let me be
It's
friends with
getting
this person,
interesting.
and I'm growing.
I think I like this particular one now. Okay.
It's just not the same thing. I can't marry someone because my parents are saying they like him and they want me to grow.
Have you done your research to know why they like him?
It doesn't matter.
The saying,
Honestly, it
the
could
saying
be
say,
the best man on
waiting
earth.
small pikin climb Iroko tree,
You
they
see,
find.
Exactly,
It
that's
doesn't
what you
The
told me
mama
that
sit down, the mama sit down for
See,
ground,
it doesn't-
and you see everything.
This is about my life, my happiness. I'm the one that has to sleep next to him, wake up next to him.
They are your
Every
father.
of that.
They will not give you something that is bad.
They might not
trained
be
you,
doing it in a place of harm, but it
Okay.
will be harming me, harming my mental
What
health,
if-
How?
harming my
Now,
peace,
Cassie-
How?
harming my happiness.
How now?
See, you could be a good guy.
Yeah.
Does not mean that I like you. There are many good guys out there that like me that I can't just reciprocate that likeness for them. So even if you're a good guy, you have all the good qualities. So far, I don't like you is I don't like you.
Wait.
How do I want to be
Too much. Let
sexually
me ask you a
attracted
question.
to you?
Let me ask you a
There's no
question.
sexual
You know,
attraction,
Cassie-
no physical attraction,
Cassie-
nothing, no romantic attraction, and then we're supposed to do the deal to procreate children.
Because when
Jesus,
we were
that
talking
would be
about
most
when
boring
we were
thing
talking
ever.
the other time about your parents choosing what was that? Yes, your parents choosing a partner for you,
Yeah.
or not accepting your partner and all of that. What if now, you said spirituality can come to play, and probably they have seen something ahead of the future and said, this guy is not good for you. What if the same spirituality comes
They've
to play
seen
and they
it.
have seen
Guess what?
that you will have
The fact that I didn't marry
beautiful
that guy was not because of what my
picture.
parents
No,
said. I put it
no.
into play, but
No,
it was
wait,
not just
wait.
because of
Let's-
it. I personally chose
Let's
not to.
talk about the spirituality now. Now
I
they've seen
personally
it.
choose not
You trust their judgment when it comes to
Yes.
spiritual issues.
Yes.
And they've seen this person that, wow,
you guys will be good together.
beautiful
Like
future
we said,
and all of
there'll
that.
always be somebody else that there'll be beautiful picture and all of that.
But they
That's
just
the thing.
saved
There'll
you the
be- there'll
stress.
be-
They just saved you the stress of
It's
looking
not
for.
good for me because to them they are looking at
How?
it. There'll
You
be,
close
there'll
your-
be
wait,
someone
wait.
else that will be. You see, it's not
Everybody,
just
I don't like
one
the fact that
person.
Cassie has actually closed her
No,
mind.
it's not that.
Exactly.
I'm like,
You
open-minded
don't,
person.
you don't
It's okay to
even
grow in
want to
love
see
in marriage.
something
See,
good in
Why
this
would I want
person
to
at
grow in
all.
love? Because when they introduce me to him, it's not like I will not talk to him. I could talk, I could have a conversation with him. Yeah, of course you introduce me to him, right? I'll see him, we talk, and then I can tell that, okay, this is not somebody
Okay.
that I can get married to. Because it's not a big deal. My parents say, okay, there's this guy that I like, or I want you to
Wait,
go out on a
do
date.
you know
I can
that-
actually go out on a
wait.
date with him.
Do you
But
know
if
that
I'm not attracted to him.
somehow, your parent, if you are close to them, somehow they may know what you like.
There's
may,
that.
in a way,
There is
know
that.
your
See,
spec.
we've had situations where parents will try to set two people up. Okay, so they're like, okay, I have this my friend, though, Mrs. Ngozika. Her
So
son just
I want
finished
you to
from so-and-so.
marry-
No. Like, I want you to go out on a date with him. He's a very fine boy. Maybe at a family gathering, and they want us to, like, jam and introduce. You get? Like, there's that. I will honor what they want. Fine, we'll go out on a few dates, and I would really give it a try. But if at the end of the day, there's really no spark, I'm not going to agree
Wait, that
to marry
spark,
him.
that
knowing
spark.
fully well that I don't love this guy.
That spark
No,
dey
wait,
die, oh.
that spark where we dey talk, say it will take 2 wire to make it spark. Is it that you don't want to open up and
It's not
accept
that.
this guy?
It's not, but I will give it a try.
Some persons, because their parents introduced this particular person to them, they don't just want to try.
And
Or
that-
probably
that's
they're in
no.
love with another person.
That's not where me.
Or probably they're in love with
There's that
another person
too.
and you're already boxed up and you feel
There's that
you
too.
boxed to a corner and you feel, oh, I cannot ditch my other guy
In
for
that
this guy.
situation now, say your parent don't bring person, you say you don't want, and you don't get somebody. Are you ready for that war?
Yes. It's all my heart,
Are you sure
body and
you
soul.
can?
And I don't, knowing my kind of parents, the kind of people that raised me, they are not really going to give me so much trouble about it. They are going to respect my opinion.
Okay.
They'll, of course, suggest this guy, or we think this might be a better option for you. But once I tell them, okay, I don't really want to roll with this person, I can't get married to him, I can't see myself being happy, we don't respect my decision.
Fine.
They're not going to force it down my throat.
We talked about mommy's boy.
let's talk about
That is
mommy's girl and daddy's girl. How, you know, some girls, because of their relationship with their parents, they tend to listen
to everything that they say.
everything that their parents will say. As a man, because that one I talk as women. If me say Joseph no dear or me. If your wife is always saying, let me ask my mom. Sometimes in my marriage, when my wife was heavy, I push her to ask her mom some stuff.
Yeah.
Be like,
Because she's
ask
more
mom,
experienced.
say she should be able to know. Sometimes she tell me, ask your elder sister, because or your mom, you know.
Yeah.
But not for everything that I want to do. My mommy said,
Now that's wrong.
my mommy, no,
The
no.
same way for a mommy's boy,
for a
it's
mommy's
wrong.
boy.
For a mommy's girl too, I think it's not right.
I can't deal with people that are like that.
You're an
People that
adult.
just idolize their parents or their pastors, and for every little decision, I know someone that for every decision he wants to make in this life too much, he has to speak to his pastor. He would, let's say he sleeps with you today.
For
joke.
spiritual guidance or what?
And you know, the pastor controls his life. He sleeps with you
Now
today.
man.
Now man, he sleeps
The
with
person
you
a
today.
woman.
Yes, he sleeps with
The
you.
person a woman.
Yes. He sleeps with you today.
Wait. This
you,
story.
pastor the next morning.
Wait now. Wait, because I don't know. I think this person a woman. The person a woman.
I know. So, like,
Wait now. The person
yes,
a woman.
This guy is my friend, and he tells me these things. They will have issues, small issue like this. Pastor.
The pastor
they
a
think
woman.
They quarrel.
The pastor don't
wait,
marry.
say what
The
is in
pastor
your
don't
mind.
marry.
I don't know about that one.
Say
I don't
what
know
you
which
did.
one.
And the person a woman.
They think they
Too much,
quarrel
say what
like
is in
this.
your
They
mind.
never
No. If to say the person a man, I was okay. But the person a woman, and you know, there's this thing. I don't know. I don't know how to put on share. The person a woman, they carry your
The
woman.
kind of
matter.
bond that they have, he'll be arguing with his
But
babe.
if not say for
It's
spiritual
crazy.
guidance,
They are not done arguing, no. They feel they're the same room, they argue. Never finish the argument. He don't carry phone, call the pastor. For inside the argument, where you and your babe never
Hello,
finish,
ma.
they argue. They give
Abi,
and waiting, they
hello,
solve.
pastor.
Make that one, they give their own input.
Hello, Pastor.
It's crazy.
Pastor, babe.
It is crazy. The way everything that happens to him in his life, his next step in 2 days' time, 3 days' time, he must go through his pastor first. Crazy. Now I cannot imagine myself getting married to someone like that in this life. Because there's no, it's no longer a two-way relationship. There's a third party.
It's as
You're
if you're
getting
a
married to
dummy.
him.
It's as if you're a dummy. You need someone to tell you what to do per time. And as an adult, I don't think if you're getting married to someone, you should be able to get married to someone that can take decisions on their own and
sure.
own up and chest the consequences.
Because it pain me when you tell me now because this person talk and I make you condone.
You get it's crazy. Like, can't you think on your own?
Then let's see this part now. Somebody made a statement that don't you think we should go back to the old ways with the way marriages are crashing now? We've had this liberty to make our decision, and in a way, many of these decisions have not been right. Isn't it good for us to go back to mommy said this guy is not good, and I think
what we have now is the freedom to walk away from toxic, miserable relationships and marriages. They didn't have it then. That's what was making people
sure?
They didn't have it. It's do or die back then. Whether he's beating you, whether he's cheating on you, whether he has another wife, baby mama, 2 children outside, you will stay there and die. Whether he's treating you in the most miserable way, even if he calls you as you cannot go back to your father's house.
You say that we have the liberty to walk away now.
Yes, we do.
And
they didn't.
They don't have.
They didn't have it.
I will not agree 100%.
Many people
wait.
marriage.
I will not agree 100% because if because of that liberty we kill tolerance, perseverance, and patience, because these has to come to play. Some people, because they have these, do not like, okay, for any, hey, you don't raise voice. Before anything happen now, this one will happen. Don't walk away. Now, what happened to tolerance, patience, perseverance? Let's see how this will work. So people don't want to make it work again.
Can I say something here? I believe I subscribe to all what Cass has said, that back then they didn't have the choice or the liberty to walk out of toxic relationships. because most people, most of our parents or grandparents back then endured marriage. They didn't enjoy it. They endured for the sake of their children. They endured for the sake of society. What would society say? But right now, people are saying, F society, I don't care what society says. My children, I can provide for them and all of that. Even though I feel that some children are actually paying dearly for people walking out of relationship. Now, about our patience level, perseverance level.
We don't want to try to make it work anymore.
Dropping. I think it's a conversation we need to have because, you know, like I said last week, people are moving gradually from to being selfish. You know, it's all about me, myself, and I. I'm not thinking about any other person. You see, a mother that would say, I'll walk out of this marriage. I don't care about my children, you know, because it's me. I have to be happy first. I have to first be happy before I can make them happy. As valid as that statement is, to some extent, it's selfish. And sometimes you need to put into consideration those people around you before you take a major decision. Because I tell people, I said, yes, our parents back then, they didn't have the liberty to walk out of toxic relationship. But some people enjoyed it or are still enjoying it because they stayed in their marriage. Imagine what would have happened to you if you are a product of a broken marriage. Please, this is no offense to anyone who is a product of a broken marriage. I'm not saying you're a broken person. I'm just saying children go through a whole lot more when their parents are apart. Because in this part of the world, we have not learned how to do co-parenting. You know, once you are broken, they feel the relationship, you cannot have a platonic relationship again with your partner. All right. That's what I see it as.
We need to go. We need to go. This last part would have been something we will dwell on. I'm so sorry. No time again. Thank you so much, King Give. Thank you so much, Chocolate Cassie. Next week will be another time. Today's topic in choosing a partner, does family matter? Now you've heard it all. We try to see it from different perspectives. My name is MC Too Much. See you next week.